Hi guys, welcome back to El Earth Angel 50. I just want to come on and give you guys a quick message. It's been a few days. I keep seeing 414, and I also keep seeing 1111. I don't think I have a 414 card in my angel number deck, so I'm gonna look that up. In my spare time, you guys can do the same. Look it up in your spare time. I'm not gonna read this one. I see it literally like all the time. That's like the main one that pops up for me, which just says wish come true. Okay. Also, real quick, let's do the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds me, the love of God enfolds me, the power of God protects me, the presence of God watches over me wherever I am. God is, and hopefully with all of you. Okay, I have been posting to look. I'm sorry I'm looking around like that, y'all. I was just looking for my glasses. I see my spare glasses, but they'll have to do for now. But I just wanted to read something really quick from the Blue Book. I'm going to spare the incense, spare myself so that I don't start having a sneeze attack or something or anything like that. But I do want to read this for you guys really quick before we get into the message. Okay, this was the one that was speaking to me here. It's called Make a Choice. Do not let your hearts be troubled, distressed, agitated. You believe in and adhere to and trust and rely on God. Believe in and adhere to and trust and rely also on me. That's John 14:1. Okay? Some days are full of joy and peace and others are not. When we face the inevitable dark days in life, we must choose how we respond. We bring light to the darkest of days when we turn our face to God. Sometimes we must let in trusted friends and family members to help our journey towards solving our problems. David knew much distress and much comfort. David knew much distress and discomfort when he cried out, God is our refuge and strength. The name David could also be significant here for someone. Okay? The names Henry and the names Matthew also could have some significance. All right? God is refuge and strength, Psalms 46:1. Matthew Henry's commentary says, Psalms 46, through Christ, we shall be conquerors. He is help and present help, a help found, one whom we have found to be, so and help at hand, one that is always near. We cannot desire a better, nor shall we ever find the like in any creature. Knowing that Christ is at the center of our battles and that we can trust him lends peace and still the weakest of hearts. Rely on him to lead you through the darkest of days. O Lord, still my troubled heart, let me learn how to rely on you in all circumstances. Thank you, Father, for your everlasting love. Okay, and that's the message there. That's a good one. All right, I was getting a lot of incoming stuff yesterday. I'm gonna take these scratch look glasses off here. And you guys, I just wrote them down. I didn't do any cards. I may do those, read those at the end, what I was getting. But it was a lot. It was a lot. I also think I wrote down this vision that I had in the book as well. So, hold on one second, child. All right, you guys, so you guys have to forgive my, usually like I wear a different type of shirt. But I got NBA shirt on today. I like to watch sports from time to time, go to sporting events. I just have not participated in a really long time. I don't know, as I went through my spiritual awakening, just certain things I just either stopped doing, just switched some things up, and just, I don't know, I just became focused on other things. And then a lot of it had to do with a lot of weird things also going on behind the scenes, and that really can mess with you if you let it. Oh, my son in there he's sick, so excuse that. He sounds like he's blowing a horn instead of his nose. I know y'all did not want to know that, but it's real life. That's what's going on. You know, I told you, there's just a lot going on. It's just real life. It's real life. If you've ever experienced anything like that, y'all know what I'm saying. Like people doing things on purpose to you, but yet if you are in a good place spiritually, if you're a religious person, then that's what that's what you really rely on. That is your source, okay? That is your source. And to all of you that are strong in you're being powerful and you're speaking your truth and telling your story, everybody has a story, and only you can tell your story and live your life in the best way that you can. This is my second time starting the message because I kept having interruptions, and I even think that that's like just the devil trying to creep in when you have these interruptions and unnecessary things going on in your physical space, when you're trying to be obedient and do what you're supposed to be doing, do what you feel like you're called to do, okay? I have this on because I was like planning on, I'm dressed down. I'm not too fancy. I know how to get fancy, but if you're going for a walk, you wear what's appropriate for your walk, okay? So, yep, I wanted to get out and get some air. I have prepared some cards here, and I did get a pre-pulled message. So I think we'll start with that. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling and just get on to the message. So I got Guardian here. A lost loved one watches over you. Okay, so just know that you're never ever on this path by yourself. There could be some fire signs involved with anything that comes out here with this message. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, I don't really too much focus on the zodiacs in my messages, but I was guided to use these Cosmic Insight cards. I don't know if it was because the other day when I pulled the from the African Goddess deck for myself, I don't know, I feel like that kind of sparked me to go back to my Cosmic Insights deck. We got Moving On here. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time. It's over. So either you or someone else has moved on. Okay. I also have here gambling. Okay, somebody can still be struggling with this. Okay, somebody can have a problem with addictions. It doesn't have to be gambling. Bad finances or wanting that for you. That's been coming up a lot as well. Like I guess we do call that projection. Like if they're struggling with that, they want the same for you, okay? I'm so sick of picking up on that energy, but it's just like there are just literally people that are like that. What's the saying? Misery loves company. So if they're down bad, they want you to be down bad with them. And God said no. Okay, so challenges. Make a decision. Work on inner healing. And a lot of you have been straight up facing your challenges head on. Okay, and I can't remember whether it was before I started the first time I was speaking, before I had the interruption and I had to cut off and start over. But I was speaking on just some of the things that I had posted in the community tab. Okay, so always just check the community tab, or I'll just say post, because I think now it just says post. I created a few posts of things I found interesting. Also things that have been popping up in the energy in past messages. Like I'll get a lot of confirmation come up in my feed, and some of the stuff isn't that pretty. And trigger warning on this message as well. Okay, some of you may also have a spy in the energy. You may even, not that you're spying, but you may be doing additional research on certain things. Like sometimes I'll get a message out of nowhere. It could be something I read on a piece of paper. I could be out and about and I get a message. I could be, sitting back in the cut here at home just with my eyes closed, just meditating. And I'll get a message and then I'll write that down. So I'm getting it both ways. That you're not literally spying. You're just really doing your own personal, let me just say, investigation or research. And then you may have literal spies in and around you that are trying to figure out what you're up to so that they can try to counter that in some sort of way. So a spy, all right? Someone's out there. Or no, someone's got their eye on you. Someone may be out there, literally outside spying on you. You are doing your research. That's what it says in card. Yep. So either you are or they are, or a combination of the two. And then we got water signs here: Cancers, Scorpio, and Pisces could also be significant to this message. Okay. All right. Just move this over here, y'all. Excuse my table, y'all already know it's stained from the incense cones. Had I had known that was such an intense I don't know what dye or whatever it is that they use for the incense cones, I would have covered my entire table before I set up, but I did not, and it is what it is at this point, and it's okay. It's okay. I did remove my other mat, the beautiful mat that I had with the biblical sayings on it, and the beautiful melanated princess on there. I had to remove that because it just had gotten too stained. I'm gonna try to see if I can find something, or just see if I can find the same one, because I love that mat. All right, I'm gonna do a quick shuffle on these cards here, and then we're gonna get going with this message, and then I'm gonna go take my walk with my son. Okay. I love y'all so much. I hope that y'all are having an amazing day. Ooh, there's one that I already wanted to come up. Let's see what that is. Light beams. Yep. Now, y'all, I know that there's nothing wrong with me, that I have every bit of my senses, right? But the other day, me and my son, we're out and we're driving. And I go, son, did you see that? Now, it kind of reminded me of like a laser. That we weren't driving past anything that had any laser lights. You know, sometimes they do have, you'll drive past businesses. And we don't live in Vegas, so we weren't on the strip anywhere. There were no laser light shows going on. But light beams, you may be even seeing light beams. The light beams could have some significance. I'm not going to go into all that, but light beams, I'll just say that, light beams, bright green, white, or yellow beams of light coming straight from the sky. They may have some significance to you. I really just feel like this could be specifically for a certain group of individuals, okay? And to all my star seeds, light workers, earth angels, chosen, and the like, all of you that are, you know, doing what you can in this life to be on the up and up, my love to you. Got this beautiful candle going per usual for the angels and the ancestors, okay? And shout out and all my love to all the spirit guides. Told the amigos to mess with you. Bad move. They lied to them, sick bastards. So when I say amigos, we know that that's Spanish. So it could be some people of Spanish descent. Okay, they may even be bilingual. Okay, but some people here may have lied to some individuals about you. Okay, they don't have to be of Spanish descent. There could be like a mixture of people. There could be a mix of different nationalities all working together. Okay, but there were some lies told here to get these people to work against you, but that's a bad move if people are still on that, if they have a misunderstanding, because I do feel like for some people there is some sort of language barrier, but it's so many ways to translate stuff nowadays. It's quick ways that that language barrier can be overcome. And I feel like some of these lies were extremely sick and may actually have inadvertently got some people in trouble, because whatever they told them and whatever they may have sent them to do, that's all I'm saying, is a bad move. Okay? And if people, I don't know if they still own that, or if they got the memo, if they was, if they was once lost in translation, hopefully they're not lost in translation anymore. But if they still on it, they need to stop. Okay. Somebody could be using your information to sign you up for things. You did not give your consent for this. You do not give your consent. So if you're getting any weird emails, weird text messages, strange mail, pay attention, because that's another form of people trying to F with you, okay? And I'm sorry to say it that way, but that's just how I'm getting it. People trying to just do things to add to your plate, to irritate you in some kind of way, to have you having to do extra research to find out what in the actual damn hell is going on, okay? And I'm sorry I'm cussing a little bit today, but it's like I feel like somebody is on that, like somebody's on one, like maybe they have been either getting cussed out or they doing a lot of cussing. So somebody in your energy could do that. And I know that some people take offense to that. They don't think it's ladylike. It's just what's coming up in my energy. I have been working on that personally. And, if this type of thing, if what I do here is not your cup of tea, because I don't do traditional tarot, y'all ain't got to be on here. I tell y'all that all the time. I will not be the least bit offended, but people do they platforms how they want to do their platforms. A lot of people are blocking your material, stealing from you anyway. So I don't know. I can't call it. But using your information without your consent. Y'all, and like I had picked up in a message a while back about people saying that they're your manager or your agent. If you do some kind of work where you, you do something in a public eye, it's weird. I don't know, people sending representatives on your behalf. It's so bizarre when I pick up on that, because I'm like, what are these people doing? I was going to give an example of something the Spirit said, and I'll just keep it. This could even be people that are supposed to be close to you. They're trying to live, or maybe living vicariously through you. Again, somebody cusses a lot, and it's not me. I think I've calmed down quite a bit, but it's over, bees. It's over, bitches. I'm just gonna go on ahead and say it. It's over. Okay, so if somebody has been like using your essence to, make it seem like that's them, like it's almost like someone is trying to or has taken over your persona, or they're so like enamored by who you are as a person, and I don't know, they're living vicariously through you. That's what Spirit gave me. Okay, next message here. Wanted the both of you to suffer. Now she is suffering with the rest of them. Okay, so this could actually be a situation where someone, I don't know if they thought that you wanted their spouse or significant other. If you may have been dating someone or seeing someone that you have in common with another. I mean, it happens. Like, I'm going to give you this example. Maybe you worked with someone in the past, or maybe this is actually a relative and you end up some kind of way dating the same individual. You may not have even had any idea. Then I'm also getting that somebody may have even been playing off of that. Somebody could have said, y'all could even admit, like, I got this in, I think, the last message, like actually going to an event or something and being introduced and finding out, oh, that's your cousin? Finding out that, something else was going on back on down the line. Or even finding out that maybe you are currently. Sometimes, depending upon the closeness of the situation, you may not even know that. Because y'all, folks be having like hella huge families and everybody don't know. Everybody. Okay? And some people come from small towns. Things get, word gets around. Oh, so-and-so dating such and such. You know, stuff like that, it does occur. I don't feel like anybody was purposely doing this. I will say this, that one time, a long time ago, y'all, I'm talking about in my teen years, I found out that someone that I had a previous situation with ended up dating someone that I came to know later on down the road. I didn't have, what am I going to get upset for? I'm no longer seeing this individual. I didn't even know you at the time that I was dating this individual, so why would I have a problem with that? Y'all, and that was so long ago, but that's what I'm saying. It's just an example of how things can happen. But there are some people that, I don't know if this is mental health related or if people are just petty like that, but somebody really truly could have an issue with you and even be wanting to fight you because of who you may have previously had a connection with. I don't care. You may not even have any type of care in the world about this. I don't mean it in a bad way. Like, you don't have any interest in dating this person anymore. You may not even be friends with this person, but for some kind of way, there are just certain individuals that will always have animosity towards you. And y'all, I may even have to pull some relationship cards because it's been a lot of more relationship things coming up, okay? Just on a personal note, I do not want anybody else's partner, okay? It's, to be honest with you, what's been coming up in the energy, there are people's partners that are currently in partnerships or just recently were recently in partnerships, and those people are still bothering them. I don't get that. If it's over, then it is over. If you're going above and beyond to try to hold on to that, that's, I'm no psychologist or anything like that or therapist, but that sounds like it may be some sort of mental health issue or something that you're still dealing with from your past, okay? And that just doesn't seem quite healthy to me, okay? I have been single myself personally. A lot of you are even moved on from things. You're single. You may even be also celibate at this time. Excuse my loud child is back there, so forgive my background noise once again. Okay, but somebody literally in my energy, could be multiple people, wanted two people to suffer, okay? Wanted two people to suffer. Sorry about y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to give my son another word. What's new? Same old around here, right? So, I'm gonna pray on this because I really need whoever this is, and it says she is now suffering with the rest of them. So I don't know if it's a group of people that came after them. Like, people just be on the petty. It's like, oh, he think or she thinks they gonna go over there now and do, like, it just sounds so petty to me. Like, I hope that these are not adults. I kind of pick up that this may be younger individuals. I don't know. Let's keep going on because I'm spending too much time on that. But it's because I feel like somebody's still in kind of a petty energy. Somebody may be trying to circle back around, get in your good graces. Okay. I don't know. Maybe somebody has come to their senses and they're like, oh, I can't believe I was tripping like that. Could even be someone that you were once close with. They're like, damn, I miss my friend. I'm over here being petty over this situation, and I really just want my friend back. I don't know, and it's really up to you guys, whether or not you want to engage this person again. It all depends upon your circumstances. Only you guys know your circumstances. And in one of my last messages, I was talking about manipulation. People will manipulate situations or circumstances to their advantage, okay? To try to have some type of advantage. They may even lie about how much involvement they had in something, okay? I got 2 to 3 homes/buildings, black, white, red vehicles, stalker, strange behaviors, tips from neighbors, okay? That's what I'm saying, y'all. The stalker energy is still there. These could even be things happening in your vicinity, places that you go. there could be 2 to 3 homes in your area that are significant. Okay, they don't have to be on your same block, but they could be in your area where these people could be. All right, there may have even been a group of people that all live in the same area for whatever reason. I don't know if this is out of convenience, or I don't know what it is. They could all just live near you, or this could just be a small community, a small town. For somebody's situation, this could be like a what do you call that? Like I don't think this is a gated community, but you know how like they have those subdivisions? It could be that. So there could be 2 to 3 homes within this subdivision that could be significant. Okay, there could be some strange behaviors that you're noticing from certain houses. Neighbors could give you tips about what's going on. There could be different vehicles moving back and forth, but I'm getting something significant here with the black, white, or red vehicles. Also, these could be buildings, so it could be even within an apartment complex. People could live, could be on different floors, but just different separate residents. Okay, there could also be some stalkers. I should put an S here. I think I am, because could be more than one. Stalkers. Okay, having people, and there's been a lot of that coming up in the energy, having people monitor you, follow you where you go, seeing what you do. Y'all, this is crazy. Like somebody trying to catch some. I am picking up on a very specific situation here where somebody could be incarcerated and they got people following the baby mom or the baby daddy. See where they going. See what they doing. I want to know if they cheating on me while I'm locked up. Because I picked up on that energy before. And you know, I've got a disgusting confirmation come up in one of my feeds about this young lady who had experienced significant DV and shaming because she did mess around on her spouse, but he was, I don't know if he was her spouse, but somebody she was seeing, could have been her baby daddy, and just shaming her on social media, that is a crime. That, like, what he was doing to her was abusive. I don't care what she did or what she's doing. That's just not the way that we do things. I think there were even children present, but what I saw was highly disturbing, and I thank that young lady for sharing her story. But y'all, this stuff that be happening out here, it be real, and it can lead to a lot of hurt, pain, and even in some situations, it can lead to fatalities. You know, younger couple, abusive relationship. Nobody deserves that. I don't care what somebody did. If you happen to be incarcerated and this person stepped out on you or they walked away from you and you still trying to harass them, that's a problem. Okay? All right, there could even been some tips from neighbors involved in that situation, because if you get to cutting up, making all that noise, somebody can call in a noise complaint on you. A basement, a private party, private entrance, children's party could be of some significance. Y'all, something could have even popped off at a children's party, okay? Something about a private entrance here, or somebody could have been led through some sort of private entrance. Y'all, take what fits for you in these messages, because I don't always know. I don't always get confirmation. I'm just simply delivering the messages that Spirit gives me, because these may help somebody in some kind of way. I'm also picking up that some of this stuff could definitely be past energy, but anything that I pick up on can be past, present, or future energy. But something about a basement here. So someone could have held, the events could have been taking place in their basement. They could have some really fancy basement. I also see on the clock right now, 444 protection. Okay. So those of you that could be either currently experiencing this, or this could be something that is being cleared up at this time, you may not feel as fully protected as you should, and it is because people are keeping up mess. They are keeping up mess. There may possibly be a huge group effort going on, like I said, like somebody trying to check in on you, somebody calling the shots from behind the scenes. They may not even be out on the scene because, like I said, somebody is locked up. Pick that up in one of my last messages. Could be several people that are locked up and trying to have they boys or they you know, they girls on the outside keep up with what the heck you got going on. Like you're under some type of form of control or something. Like, what is that? Like, if you could decide you no longer want to deal with that, you're not gonna be going back and forth to see nobody and putting nothing on their books. If somebody could even have a significant amount of time, they're not even gonna be getting out. Like, you know, to each his own. How y'all loyalty lie, what you're willing to tolerate and put up with, that's on y'all, okay? But those things could be of some significance or relevance to this message. A basement. There could have been parties going on in this basement. Y'all, I don't even want to say something else with the basement energy here. Private entrance. Private party. Somebody could actually be doing something special for someone as well. It's not all negative. Doing something else special for someone, so they may lead someone through a private entrance to get to a private party, which is actually going to be amazing for that person. I need you to come back. Okay, somebody could need someone to come back to bring them something, drop off something. This energy here is not good. Like, they're doing something that they don't have any business doing. And that's why they forgot something. Somebody may have forgot something, left something behind. I need you to come back. This some urgent call that someone receives, a text message, the devices hacking. Okay, still getting that energy as well. People hacking individuals' devices. All right, they are ready to settle down now. The Most High will send them. So some of you, maybe you have been single and celibate for a long time. You know, I've heard, okay, and even for myself personally, deciding to make that adjustment in my life, it does help you, but you may have people trying to even mess that up for you, trying to, you know, it's going to sound crazy if I say what I'm getting, but people try to call you a liar or make you out of a lie when you're actually practicing what you're saying you're practicing. But I'm going to just say it like this. People are trying to play in your energy to make it look like you are not doing what you said you are doing, and you are absolutely doing what you said you are doing, okay? That may even be what this following around, even sending people to you. Somebody could even be trying to set you up. So let's say, for instance, the example that I'm getting, I mean, not the example, this is actually energy, but the example I'm going to give you is them having someone follow you, or like you could even, you know, you're doing your thing. You may still go out. You may go out to a restaurant with your girlfriends and someone approaches you, but they sent this person in as a setup to see if you would take the bait. Because remember, your guy may, or your lady may be locked up, and they're sending someone to see if you would actually like cheat on them. But I don't know what kind of arrangements you guys have. Like if someone is if they're locked up and y'all still in a relationship, are you being loyal to that person, or I don't know. Everybody's situation is different. Okay, did you make a commitment that, oh, I'm gonna wait for you? Or are people stepping out? Or did they say, you know, I know that I'm locked up here? I don't know what y'all agreements are. Only you guys know. But I am picking up an energy that example may actually be very much true, that someone is trying to send someone towards you because they want to get that report back. They're keeping up mess. Yeah, see, you know, she out. You know, I know y'all, they got somebody following you. They know you're out and about doing your thing. They may be sending in people towards you just so somebody can go run tell what you're doing and see if they can get you caught up. And even putting it out there for the world to see, like that example of what I stated that I saw pop up in my feed. Okay, and again, I appreciate that young lady's bravery for telling her story, because this is real life stuff that be going on out here. This person, okay, these people, they very well could be all very in this sickening energy. Could be some sort of S cult. Okay, innocent people. There could be innocent victims getting hurt here. Forcing people to do things. Now, it's one thing if you're part of that and you're actually a consenting adult, and I mean adults, because there's even been an energy, like I've been picking up on children, excuse me, being involved in situations and getting hurt. I got police contracts with this company in exchange for favors. Okay, so I mean, police, they work together with different organizations and groups as well. All right. Some of this stuff could be on the up and up. Sometimes police have contracts within school systems. I'm not sure if they still do that. I heard something about the resource officers were coming back, but I don't know if that's necessarily still contracted through the police department. But then also this could be like, I don't know, maybe they give contracts the police to say, okay, you can work on our vehicles. Could be a mechanic or something. We'll let you work on our vehicles, but we need you to do X, Y, and Z. I don't want to give too much for that because I don't know if this is something that is helping them within their work, okay? But the police contracting that's all I really can say. Like just the police having contracts with different companies or organizations in the community. And I'll just say that it could be on the up and up, or it could be something that's a little bit more on the corrupt end. Okay. All right. You knew these people were no good, and that's why you walked away. Very bad. Okay, so some of you, like I said, may have chose, you know what? No, I don't want to deal with this person anymore. They're incarcerated. Somebody could may have even gotten a significant amount of time, 10 to 15 years. If you're 30 and somebody got 10 to 15 years in prison, and then I don't know if they have the possibility of parole or not, are you going to stay down for that? I had something very disturbing pop up in my feed twice, which could also be confirmation for somebody. They were on conjugal visits and they were taken up out of here, 187 on a conjugal visit. So is that the type of life that you're trying to lead? Do you, and I'm not telling, I'm just delivering a message. I'm not saying yay or nay. That's your decision to make. Do you want to take your children back and forth to see whoever this is, if you have children with this person? Are you going to keep going back and forth to see this person? You knew these people were no good. You may have to separate yourself from that person and their family members. I'm not sure if you're married to this person or not. Okay, but you knew that these people, or you may have sensed something was off, and that's why you walked away. You said, baby, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Okay? All right? We got peace, quiet, private, monogamous relationships. So again, it's giving me, even with this party here, someone may be being led to this soon. You will have peace. You will have quiet. You will be, feel like you have your privacy back, because, it's been coming up all the time. People violating folks' privacy, okay, without your permission. You may, again, be someone that has been single and celibate. You are now ready to have a monogamous relationship. You will be, if this is something that you have been manifesting in your life, you will be able to find that, okay? Maybe both of you just different on, just in a different type of frame of mind. You want different lifestyle at this point in your life, okay? And I'm picking up on people with, I'm sorry, I'm talking so fast and kind of stumbling over my words. Somebody literally could even do that, like when they're speaking to you. They could be so excited to speak to you that they stumble over their words, but they're also looking for the same thing. You guys may have similar stories or similar experiences that you have gone through in your life that has led you to wanting to have more peace, quiet, privacy. I should actually write private, because I'm going to write privacy, because you may be wanting to keep things private once you do get there, but you also will have your privacy. And you know how a lot of times, like with gossip, may have in the past gossip with your guy or girl talking about what's going on in your relationship. That's why Spirit said, right, privacy. You're going to keep your situation private. You're going to also respect your privacy. If somebody keep questioning you, like, bro. Sis, didn't I tell you? What me and mine got going on is private. Okay, and that's a lot of times how you're able, yeah, it's how you're able to keep your peace. Okay, right at the top of the message there. All right, somebody could be very controlling, and this could be exactly what you're trying to avoid, trying to walk away from that. And I wrote very in parentheses here. Somebody could be like this due to past traumas, and this doesn't even have to be someone that you're in a relationship with, okay? Doesn't have to be anybody that you are in a relationship with. Could be a friend, could be a coworker, and you find their behavior to be extremely controlling. Could be a family member, could even be somebody's parents. Very controlling behavior, and all of that could be due to their past traumas, okay? I'm going to save the rest of this, okay? And this could be involving, like I said, water signs, fire signs, okay? Somebody here could, like I said, they could be facing some challenges, tired of facing challenges at this time. They're going through their healing, okay? Somebody here will be making some decisions soon. You know, and like I said, I do feel a lot of peace, love, joy coming for some of you. All right, let's see if we can just get some who is it to close this message out. Who is it? I'm going to do some flip the script too when I come back to do the rest of this message. But wow, it's still good daylight out there, y'all. Let me get out and get my walk on. Me and my son. Do some exercise. Told y'all I was getting back on my grind. I had my protein shake today. Drinking my tea. Let's see what's supposed to come out. Elderly. Okay, that could very well be somebody's that's been controlling. Somebody here could be very young. I told y'all I'll be picking up on children in the energy. This elderly person could also be someone that, it'd be elderly people even keeping up mess. Like this could even be some of the individuals that you're choosing to walk away from this family. We got somebody with coarse, curly hair. Okay, these pictures are so beautiful. Okay, this person could be wanting to get away from some people. They want a new life. Okay, they could have young children. They could have been, unbeknownst to them, somebody could have been these children or just even this individuals. Could be part of some type of sickness, sex cult. Who else, Spirit? Let me get my cards together, y'all. Who else, Spirit, is in this energy that this, any characteristics of these people? Somebody skinny. White American. Or this mature energy is coming out again. So somebody could actually be, they don't have to look like the pictures, you guys. Just take, the message and how it applies to you. But somebody could be more in a mature energy now. Like I said, they know what they want. They've taken the time to self-reflect. They, you may be single, celibate, and now you're ready to settle down and have a mature relationship, and you're going to keep your relationship to yourself or share it with people that you feel comfortable with that are also on your same level. They're on the grown and sexy, mature situation. Somebody of average height here. We got average build. Somebody could be bald here. Okay. Yeah, we love everybody. No, we don't like everybody now. Don't get twisted. All right, somebody that you come in contact with could be older than you. Okay, and again, take how it fits. This could have been someone that lured you into something. They could be trying to bully you around. They think that because they got involved with you and they're older than you, that they could keep you controlled. A lot of times that's why older individuals will seek a younger partner. Now that doesn't have to be for everybody. You could even meet someone older than you and it's it's a fit. Like it all depends on people's maturity level. Okay. could be a perfect match. Well, nothing is perfect, but you know what I mean? It could be a match. Okay. Anything else here? Anything else? Anything else, Spirit? I'll take a few more. Any other characteristics want to come out here, Spirit? Black hair. This could be somebody even that dyes their hair. All right, they might keep their hair kind of like more on the darker side, like jet black. Okay. They don't really, this is not someone I get that changes their hair color a lot. They like it black. They could get gray, and they could, actually, why is this person coming out in reverse? Somebody with wavy hair here. They came out in reverse. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know. It could be somebody with wavy hair that belongs to this cult. And it doesn't have to be an S cult. But when I think of certain cults, it's negative. Like they're not up to anything positive here. Have a blonde. All right, and then someone also with a mold. And again, these people that I pick up on here, they don't have to be participating in anything negative. If when I get the card and I can relate it to something immediately, like, then I'll say that. But somebody could be coming into contact. Like I said, I do feel like you could be coming in contact with an older individual. Doesn't even have to be a significant age gap, but I feel like it's going to be a good connection for you. You will be able to relate to one another. This could even be a work situation. Could be romantic for some, but I'm getting like this may be more of a business situation. Okay. And I think I'm going to leave it there with the Who Is It deck. All right. And yeah, I think we're going to leave it there. We'll pick back up later on. But I love you guys so much. If you like what I do here on my channel, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification button. All right. And I just want to say this before I close. A lot of us, like we're going through stuff day to day. You may not feel like you're being seen, heard, just due to, like I said, there's these groups of people that you may be trying to get away from. You may have already pulled your energy back, and it can be difficult. It can be also challenging if people have tried to take away your power, so to speak, so you can't get the assistance to get away. I have been picking up on that greatly. You know, I even did my own research on that, and I was absolutely shocked, you guys. There's actually a situation, I would love to find out more about this story, but a young lady that had been missing over a year. I did say somebody that had been missing. Now, I don't know if they thought she was passed. I didn't get that much from that particular news story that I popped up on that because they were still trying to investigate it. But she had been found and reunited with her mom. But they had this girl, I don't know if she was a victim of somebody trying to have her up in some strange group, but she had been missing and she was located, but she was living under an alias, okay? So just imagine how many people are out there that are actually missing. And a lot of people are being found, and unfortunately, a lot of people it's not ending up on a positive note. Because I'll pick up on it sometimes, y'all. Okay? But I'm going to just continue to stay prayed up, and I'm going to continue to do the messages. And I'm praying for all of us that whatever challenges that you have faced, that they will subside, okay? Because nobody deserves to be put in a situation that they did not ask to be in. Because sometimes the people that are doing this to you, they're never going to apologize. They're never going to see an error in their ways. Because some people that they're just not going to, they're not ever going to change. And some people, they will see the light. They will see the error in their ways. I've been picking up on that as well. I did, post some things, beautiful things. There was even a young lady that, You know, for y'all young folks, y'all know very well who she is. I put it in my feed, you know, and I'm proud of her. If she can make the changes, anything is possible, y'all, with God. All right. I know that a lot of people, they don't rock with that. That's not what they do. And everybody's welcome here on the channel. I do not judge. But, you know, I'm going to keep on doing what I do. And hopefully, somehow, somewhere, some way, this helps you. Because somehow, somewhere, some way, y'all, this stuff be true. Allegedly. But I'll see y'all on the next one, okay? Love y'all. Bye.